Hello, beautiful friends. This is the Organizer Advisor here to help you on your transformational journey, our total life transformation process. We are on day 13. This is January 13th. It is a Tuesday, and I am here as your guide, your facilitator, your advocate, your life coach, and a professional organizer to help you truly transform your life. So welcome. If you are returning, a special warm welcome and gratitude to you for supporting my work. If you're new here, I really hope you find something that really resonates with you, that motivates you, and gets you moving toward your transformation. All right, so we're going to get started today. Grab your hydration beverage or your coffee, depending on what time of day you're viewing this. Let's have a sip and a sit, and I'm going to talk you through today's TOGAs. Okay, so let's talk about the TOGAs for today. What are TOGAs? If TOGAs are something I created, I call them today's organizational goals and activities, things that we're going to do to create positive change in step-by-step increments. So TOGAs for today, we have 5 components of my process. We start with document organization. This week we are focusing on our electronic devices and handheld devices, computers, so these things house digital data. So for our document organization, we are doing digital decluttering. So this is digital decluttering week, but we are still filing the tangible paper piles. So we're filing the piles by filing 10 documents a day. So 10 daily documents is going to get us to our filing goal. All right, so now let's talk about our Organize to Utilize. So for Organize to Utilize, we're going to clean our computer. So I want to give you some special tips on cleaning your computer. Okay, so I want to talk to you about cleaning your computer. The first thing that we don't want to do is we don't want to use anything harsh to clean our screens. We want to make sure we're using something very computer screen friendly, and we don't, especially if you have a touch screen computer. So this is my old computer because I use it for a demonstration. I want to show you something really important, so stay tuned. Before you clean your computer, make sure it is unplugged. Do not do this when the computer is on. All right, so I'm going to use a flour sack towel because they're extremely soft and they're non-abrasive. You could also use a microfiber, just depending on what you have, but I do not recommend using paper towels. That's what most people use, but they are slightly abrasive, so we don't want to do that. We don't want to scrub the screen. We just want to gently wipe. Now, I'm not going to use alcohol. I'm not going to use my favorite Listerine spray because I don't want to aggravate the coating on the screen of the computer. So I'm going to use some distilled water. Now here's an important tip. Do not spray directly on the screen or on your keyboard. Let's spray the cloth, and I spray away from the device, and I just give a light misting. And then I'm just going to gently wipe in one direction. I want to make sure I get all the fingerprints off, all the oils off, because over time, that's not good for your touch screen either. So now I'm going to just reapply a little bit of the distilled water, and I'm going to wipe down gently without pressing. I'm just going to wipe down the keyboard and the keypad. So just gently, gently, gently. Okay, now that I have that finished, I'm just going to wipe down the exterior case. You can use canned air to blow out your ports if you need to. This is a quite old computer. I think this is about 12 years old, even maybe older. But now my computer is clean. Now here's the important thing I want to share with you. Okay, so the thing I wanted to share with you, remember how I always talk to you about anything that you plug in. I want you to, as you're cleaning it, lamps, personal care appliances, any kind of small appliances, anything that you plug in, I always suggest you check the cord. So I just unravel the cord, I make sure there are no knots in the cord, I check the plug, but I want to show you something. And I wouldn't have noticed this were I not cleaning it. So I just take my cloth and I just kind of run down the cord, and I look for any damage. That's just sticky. But then I got to this. Oh, first of all, look at that. Yuck. But then I got to this. Look at that. But wait, there's more. I want to show you as I'm going through and checking this power cord. You can see all these little breaks. The coating on this is getting old and it's cracking. So you can see all the frays. This is not safe to use. So if this were laying on some fabric or something, it could really be the instigator for a fire. So that's what I want you to check for when you are cleaning any kind of device that you plug in, because those cords can be incredible safety hazards if they're not in good working condition. So that is my tip for cleaning your computer. So that while we have our computer open, we're going to go ahead and clean up our desktop. Remember, we're going to download all of our digital data at the end of the month when we are completely finished with our 30-day total life transformation journey. And we are going to house that on an external hard drive in our home safe or safety deposit box. All of our digital documents that we want to treat like important documents. But also we want to declutter our desktop, make things a little bit, change your wallpaper screen, something uplifting, something bright, something cheerful. Just kind of go through your desktop, your files, your emails, everything on your computer, and let's clean that up. Do some digital decluttering today. So that is our organize to utilize and document organization. Now we're going to move on to our wardrobe restructuring, and this is creating that calm, cohesive, color-coded closet to reduce our getting dressed stress and to provide a palette for us to express ourselves authentically and create outfits that fit and make us feel fabulous. That's going to boost your confidence, boost your self-esteem, and that's going to have a ripple effect throughout every aspect of your life. So today's color is brown. So we're going to gather all of our brown garments. We're going to go through them, make sure that they don't need laundering, ironing, or mending, and that they fit and make us feel fabulous. Then we're going to hang them in the next section of our color coordinated closet, right next to the black items that we did yesterday. Also, don't forget your accessories. We want to gather those purses, belts, hats, gloves, scarves, jackets, shoes, everything that is brown. We want to go through those, make sure they're in good wearable condition, make sure we have checked our purses to make for anything that we may have left in there, and then also group these together in your closet so that you can pull from them to create a pulled together professional look to make you feel empowered. So that is our color for today, is brown. Next, we're going to move into our every nook and cranny cleaning. We're working in the home office space. Now, most of our home offices are little smaller spaces. We want to make sure that we are continuing on our journey and not spending way too much time in one room. And since we're dealing with the paperwork in a whole nother component of our system, we don't have to worry about the paperwork. All we have to worry about is the actual space and the furniture in the space. We're cleaning all the electronics as we go. We're just focusing on the surfaces and the storage, as well as the wall space and the glass and the woodwork. So, and the flooring. So let's go ahead and clean the south wall and west walls today. Again, if that's too much, if you have a larger home office space, then maybe take a little bit more time. Just make this fit to what works for you. So that's our every nook and cranny cleaning for our 13th day of our journey. So let's move on to our daily health and beauty routines. This is Tuesday. Tuesdays are my mani-pedi days. Soft feet are healthy feet, and they also encourage good sleep. So we want to work on our beach feet, make sure that we have our nails in good condition, our heels are nice and soft, because those can truly affect your sleep. But also you want to make sure you give yourself a little time today, soften the hands, soften the cuticles, make sure your nails are in good condition, both your hands and your feet for mani-pedi day. But also we're exercising. So 20 minutes today, let's try and fit in 20 minutes of walking. I recommend walking, but also we want to hydrate, meditate or take time for stillness, incorporate your breath work to manage your nervous system, eat clean, take vitamins and supplements if you subscribe to that, and then sprinkle in a little bit of that gratitude glitter to uplift your soul. All right, that's our day. So I hope it works out for you. Please leave me a comment. If you have questions, I'm happy to answer them. Thank you all for taking the time to comment. And also, I look forward to seeing you as we continue our journey tomorrow for our 14th day. And until then, my beautiful friends, be well.